a saying?
I don't know.
Because you always have to get it rolling.
The
You
ball?
just pick it up.
Yeah. No, you got to get it rolling. No, you can't just pick it up. You
It's
gotta get
harder
it
to
rolling.
pick up when it's rolling. It's rolling away from
Well,
you.
you don't ever pick it up. You just get it rolling. Right?
What's the purpose?
To get it moving.
Get a move on that ball, I guess,
Yeah.
right? It's rolling too much, and you gotta roll it more. Donovan?
Ryan?
James.
I'm gonna start the show now. Warning, the following podcast contains explicit potty mouth language. If you don't want to hear words like fuck, shit, or dick, parental advisory is advised. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Round Robin. This is a bi-weekly podcast where we try to answer the weirdest, strangest, and smartest questions only found on the internet. I am your host, as always, Ryan Francis Neitzey, and with me today we have people who have never been on this season of Round Robin, Season 2. They've only been on Season 1. One of them only being in, I think, this season of like 3 commercials. That person being Donovan Gura. Donovan!
Hi, it's me.
How's it going?
Good.
How you're still trapped in here?
Yeah, no, can you, work on giving me 3 meals a day, maybe?
I don't make enough money to do that.
Uh.
It's weird that we recorded a bunch of podcast episodes while you're still trapped in here.
I mean,
We just
this is a
came left.
podcast booth, Ryan.
Fair enough. Also joining us today is James Robinson.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good, James. How are you doing?
I'm okay, you know?
Yeah.
We're here. We're among friends, you know? So it's a pretty good day so far.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. I wanted to ask you this one question real quick just to start off.
Okay.
Last episode, Zach, we were talking about conspiracy theories and we were talking about flat Earth conspiracy theories.
Oh, nice.
And Zach pitched your doc that has not been finished yet, to my knowledge.
Yeah. Well,
by the time this comes out, it should be finished.
Yeah, it really should be. But yeah, I guess this weekend we'll have the final cut, actually.
The weekend we're recording this.
Yes, of course. So that should be cool and interesting and great.
What is it about?
Oh, it's about flat earthers in Maryland. We talked to a couple, and we talked to a Stevenson professor and get their views, get their theories, understand them a little bit more in their kind of personal lives and stuff, and see what these guys are like. And spoiler alert, they're not like crazy people. They're kind of chill. And I ate dinner with one of them.
You're in cahoots with them now.
I am in cahoots.
Have you been converted?
I wouldn't go that far, but I do think they're chill people.
That thing of like they're not all crazy. There are people that are like, there are probably some. There's like those probably some 1 or 2 people that are like crazy.
Yeah,
but
I've
like,
run
they're
into
not all
one
that.
of them actually.
Really?
Yeah, in the process of this documentary. But I would say the majority of the community is chill people, and they just have different views on the world. You know, literally, yeah.
Awesome. Then I really don't have a transition. I was going to say something and like the lack of space, we have to start the show. I got nothing. I literally don't have anything.
I thought you nailed that, actually.
I thought I nailed you.
Ooh.
Oh. The plot thickens.
Anyways, the plot gets flatter. Anyways, let's start the show. As always, you try to answer questions that are from Reddit, Yahoo. No Gmail today. Like I said last episode, we're all out of Gmail questions. So if you have any questions, please send them in to roundrobinpod@gmail.com. So without further ado, Donovan, Reddit, Yahoo, pick one.
I'm going to say Reddit.
Reddit is 1, 2, or 3rd.
Good choice.
1, 2, or 3rd?
Uh-huh.
Third.
There it is. Can I get a name for this person?
Nancy.
Mancy?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. Why is she?
Yeah.
Do they have a last name?
No, it's first name Man, last name C.
Man, how do you spell C?
It's like a letter. So
Just the letter?
yeah.
Mancy. Mancy writes, I got drunk and sprayed all the hardware floor in my house of pledge so I could practice moonwalking. Now no one can walk through my house without falling. How do I reverse this?
Pledge doesn't last that long, right? You should have a problem a week later about pledge on your floor.
Yeah. James.
Clean it up. Just, I'm surprised no one has suggested in her family, hey, maybe just mop the floor or something, or
Swiffer.
I feel like pledge is durable. So you can't just
It's called a pledge. It lasts for a long time.
you can't just mop it up. You know. Have you tried putting down carpet over
Ooh.
your entire home?
Ooh, carpet the hardwood floor. That's an idea.
But then how is she gonna, practice her moonwalking?
Great point.
That has
Great
to
point.
be.
Because the moonwalking has to happen.
It really does.
Has to practice the moonwalking.
I mean, practice makes perfect when it comes to the moonwalk.
of course.
So
Michael Jackson, when he was perfecting it, really, you have no idea. You won't see his receipts for Giant. How many tons?
Also, I heard he spent hours in ice rinks to prepare for
Yeah.
the unveiling of the moonwalk.
Yeah.
One time when I was a toddler, I saw him in a bowling alley, just moonwalking along the lanes. I didn't understand it at the time. I was 3, but
Now it
But
all
I knew
makes
there,
sense.
I knew there was something there.
yeah.
So how do you reverse this? You pitched the idea of putting carpets down, like just to, like that idea of like hardwood floor. You got something on top of that. Oh fuck! I gotta hide this. You throw a carpet on it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Or move. Save it for the next person.
Why are the floors so slippy?
The realtors be like, well, it's a great place for practicing moonwalking. Yeah, like always trying to pivot it. So
Yeah.
so either carpet or move. James,
You could sell it to a dance studio, some type of dance troupe.
Oh,
So,
I'm
Nice.
liking it. Dance troupe, sell it off. So we're pitching the idea of selling it off. So instead of reversing this, you guys are pitching
Keep it.
Sell your house. Yeah.
move.
The market's great right now, I'm sure.
I don't know anything about house buying, but I can only assume. People have houses, so I assume it's great.
People are living in houses, so it's doable.
It's totally fine. So instead of reversing this, you guys are suggesting to just either hide it or literally run away from the problem.
It's gotten me this far. Like,
How many houses have you sold, Donovan?
like 13.
Jesus Christ.
Baker's dozen, if you will.
Baker's dozen.
Yeah, Baker's dozen of houses. So there's no other way to reverse that, I guess. Any ideas?
I don't know. Maybe my understanding of pledge is different than you guys'. It's like that's like the cleaning stuff, right? It's just like it cleans hardwood stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Maybe.
Also, she had enough pledge to cover her entire floor.
Yep.
Huh.
How many
Interesting.
bottles of Pledge do you think that you bought?
How big do you think the floor is?
Oh, it
That's
could
a good
be.
Like, what if it's like a 2x2 room?
Well, it has to be big enough to
Oh,
moonwalk.
true.
So,
And that's at least, I don't know, 5x5.
yeah.
That's fair. Maybe it's just a small room, but like, why are so many guests walking through that 2x2 area?
I mean,
it's probably maybe it's the bathroom. So it's a small area in the house. It's just like I moonwalk in there while I get out of the shower.
Why not? Okay, another pitch.
Hit me.
Teach everyone to moonwalk. so that when they pass through that room, they just moonwalk and they're fine. They don't
Yes.
That's how you beat the problem.
slip. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
there it
you're.
is.
You educate the masses.
Yeah,
and
I
then
like-
you solve all the problems.
I feel like the one thing I got out of this is like you guys don't want to reverse the problem, just like roll with it.
You gotta adapt.
You gotta adapt to
Or
the problem.
Fucking run.
Adapt or run away from your problems. If that's a life lesson, it's bad.
Pick half of it.
Pick half of it. Move on, I guess. So yeah, that's probably it. Let's move on to the next
Yeah,
question.
one of those is a good suggestion.
One of those is fine, right? Sure. James, Reddit or Yahoo?
Let's go Yahoo.
Yahoo, 1, 2, or 3?
1.
One.
Nice.
Can I get a name for this person?
Hansy.
And are they related in any way?
No.
Hansy. 1 word? 2 words?
3.
3.
Yeah.
Hold on. Spell it out for me.
Okay. Handy.
Where do they live?
Washington State.
Seattle. Handesy.
Hansy.
Hansy.
Yeah, you gotta say really fast.
Hansy
Yeah.
writes, how do you eat a hot dog in a fancy way?
Oh, good question.
How do you eat a hot dog in a fancy way?
I feel like the first step is your atmosphere.
Yes.
So you have to have a table with the white cloth and like some candles and a plate with all your like your utensils in the correct order, you know.
Of course. Salad fork, normal fork, soup spoon, normal spoon.
I'm going to take your word on that's correct. Okay. What's the
I think from there, I mean, you can't eat something fancily. That's a word, right?
Yeah, I'm sure you
It's an adverb. You can't eat something fancily with your fingies.
That's a real word, right?
You have to use the utensils. Now, this is where I'm not educated. What utensil do you use?
My heart says soup spoon, but it could be wrong.
Jesus.
Maybe your heart can explain how to use a soup spoon to eat a hot dog. Because I got nothing.
Yeah, James. Yeah, soup spoon, sure, yeah. I think you carve it out, essentially.
Oh, you're not going to scoop the whole thing? Is there a bun on this hot dog?
Oh,
I imagine so.
I feel like it has to have a bun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What
You're not just going to eat a loose dog.
That's not a hot dog then. That's just meat.
Yeah, it's just meat on a
tube.
plate.
Meat Tube USA.
Hashtag meat tube. It's a movement. Anyway. But yeah, you just kind of like use the soup spoon to carve out, sections of the dog and bread.
Now, I'm gonna hit you with a lightning round, guys.
Okay.
Condiments. What do we got?
What's the fanciest condiment?
Clam something.
Bits of crab on top?
I was gonna say relish, but
Caviar. Ooh.
ooh.
Caviar hot dog.
Okay, we got something. Drink. What do we got to drink?
White wine. You can't pair red with that.
But it is a meat.
I don't know anything about wine. I spoke out of my ass there.
So okay, fine. That's fine. White wine. I mean, we also got a lot of bread there, so maybe white wine bread situation. Music.
Sure.
You said atmosphere. What about the music? What's playing in the background? Let's set the scene here, James. You're sitting down, white cloth table, plates, multiple of them,
Yeah.
single hot dog with bun with, what'd you say, calamari?
Caviar.
Caviar. Sorry, caviar dressed on that dog.
I think.
Your soup spoon in your hand, ready to chow down or scoop down, I guess. Scoop up, scoop down, who knows?
Yeah.
Candles.
I forgot about the candles.
What's playing in
Is
the
this a
background?
date or are we sitting alone?
I mean, you could be sitting with him.
Oh, this is me and James?
Mm.
Yeah, you guys are sitting together at the same table.
Eating fancy hot dogs. I
Yeah.
think.
Or eating hot dogs in a fancy way.
True.
Sure.
The Mighty Mighty Bossatones
Jesus
is
Christ.
the way to go.
Do you have a
That's the impression that I get. You know,
Do you have a particular song?
the impression that I get.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well,
I agree.
that's just playing in the background, and so you guys.
I hope that's the name of the song. Actually, I don't know.
It's fine. It's okay, yeah. And then you just scoop down and eat that dog.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now the ultimate question: Pinky's out.
Do you even have to ask?
I mean, I am the interviewer here.
Fair point. I think not only pinky's out, I think ring finger and middle finger out. I think you're 2 finger in the spoon. Pincer style.
That imitation crab meat
I approve of that.
is getting pincered. That's the fanciest. I'm turned on by how fancy this hot dog date is going.
Yeah, that just sounds like money. It's just like you have abundance of wealth there.
Yeah, it sounds like too much, honestly. I think we have time for one more question before we head off into the break. Donovan, ready or Yahoo?
I want to go Yahoo round 2.
Yahoo round 2. 2 or 3?
Question 2.
Okay, can I get a name for this person?
Ralph Macchio.
Ralph Macchio writes, to not defer too much from our date and the hot dog. Ralph Macchio writes, how is my sperm so powerful? I've been with my girlfriend for about a month now, but recently she told me she's 4 months pregnant. Why was my sperm powerful enough to make it seem this way?
Oh, pal. Oh, buddy. Oh, pal.
Oh, Ralph.
my guy. Oh.
Mr. Miyagi taught you well.
Why is Ralph's sperm so powerful?
I can't tell you. I don't. Wow, it seems like quite the predicament.
Donovan, any thoughts?
I'm just trying to think, because, of course, when I think of Ralph Macchio, I only know him from The Karate Kid.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm just thinking what random bullshit exercise he could have done to learn how to have this powerful sperm.
Yeah.
Like, if it's painting the fence, or, waxing on and off.
I think it's waxing on and off. I think he waxed off too much. He waxed off a little bit too much, and his sperm was way too strong.
He was just bored one day and it's just like, fuck, what am I going to do? I'll just wax off.
Yeah. He forgot to wax on. He just waxed off all day.
It's like, you gotta, that's what Mr. Miyagi's saying. You gotta wax on, wax off. If you're gonna wax off, you gotta wax on.
Yeah. You can't just wax off all
It's
day.
a balance.
It's a balance. It's really ultimately a balance. How you've been only with your girlfriend for a month now and she's 4 months pregnant. Thoughts?
I don't see the issue. The math checks out.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got super sperm, so
Yeah.
That's fair. He was waxing off.
yeah.
Of course.
Do you think he waxes down there?
Like his ankles?
Yeah, it's like here.
I mean, that would make any woman. I don't want to finish that sentence.
Go on.
I'm uncomfortable now.
The sight of his waxed ankles made her 4 months pregnant.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was the fancy hot dog date that they went on.
True.
Yeah, they were at the table next to me and James, I think.
Yeah.
And I think I saw, like, got a peek of his ankles
Yeah.
and was like, have you seen this guy's waxed ankles?
And
they're like
as soon as you say
gleaming.
that, you look back at Donovan. He's 4 months pregnant.
Yeah, so you have 2 babies to answer for, Ralph Macchio.
Where's my child support, Ralph?
Fuck you, Ralph. Oh God. No, but seriously, have a conversation. Have a fucking conversation, Ralph. Pay for Donovan's child.
Don't be a deadbeat, Ralph.
And also, wax on, please. For
Yeah.
God's sakes, wax on.
For the love of just anyone that witnesses your ankles.
James should know. Let's go in the commercial then. We'll catch you back after the break. Bye.
Bye.
And we are back. I'm gonna take that again.
Yeah.
No, I think that was fine.
We're back from the commercial break. Yeah, ready to answer some more questions, fellas?
For sure.
Ryan, let me out of here.
James, your turn. Reddit or Yahoo?
Let's go Reddit this time.
Let's go Reddit this time. 1 or 2?
2.
2. Okay, can I get a name for this person?
Oh yeah, that's okay.
As always, James.
Yeah.
You haven't been on a whole season. It's fine. I mean, it hasn't changed at all, but
Let's go Dalf Hanover.
Dalf.
Dalf Hanover.
Dow. I don't know how you're pronouncing that.
Dalf.
Dalf.
You gotta use your whole mouth. Dalf. Go.
Dalf.
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 Oh, there it is.
Dalf.
Yeah. No, you missed it.
Fuck. Hanover. Mr. Hanover.
Mr. Hanover.
Right.
That's his father, actually.
Can you kill someone by putting poison on a tampon? Or would you have to use venom? Will either work? I promise I'm not going to kill someone. I'm just curious and sleep deprived. Right. Dolph. Handover.
You're asking the wrong crowd here.
Well, you guys are resident experts in both poisons and tampons.
I have a question.
Sure.
That's
What's
not how
the-
the show works, James.
I asked the question here.
What's the difference between poison and venom?
Well,
Venom's the Spider-Man villain.
Oh, he's asking if he puts the Spider-Man villain
the symbiote.
venom on a tampon, will it kill someone? Can Tom Hardy murder someone if he was on a tampon? Interesting. Or better yet, Topher Grace.
Better yet.
Remains to be seen.
Fair enough. I mean,
I feel like
James is losing.
Is it a I regret to say this, but is it a heavy flow month? Because that matters.
Let's say yes.
Okay.
Or how would it matter? How would it differ?
Instantaneous death, I feel.
If it's heavy flow?
Yeah.
Jeez.
No, I don't know. It's I need specifics. I need what kind of poison, what kind of
Venom.
venom, comic book, movie.
Normal. Spider, snake. What kind of tampon? Maybe it's by the product as well. You got to get those details.
I've heard of some tampons that are like, resistant to poison. So
I mean, they're super absorbent, right?
Poison X.
Poison X. Just in case you get poisoned, here's Poison X.
Stick that up your. Never mind.
God.
Maybe. Do you think it would be any different with a pad instead of a tampon?
Good question. I think it would. I don't know how. I think it would.
I think the tampon is more lethal.
Because it's going straight in?
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, that sounds like it checks out. It's because it's directly in line. Directly, I get more likely with your bloodstream or whatever. Hey, guess what? We're three guys that know nothing about periods, tampons, venom.
We can talk about Venom.
Yeah, let's talk about Venom. Have you seen the new trailer yet?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I don't know.
No?
I don't know. None of tampons for me. Watch the trailer instead of symbiote. Just imagine he's talking about tampons.
Oh, God.
Watch it again. I dare you.
A tampon comes out of his back. It hits a guy into a wall.
It flips 2 cars with tampons.
Tom Hardy. What was that? Is that a voice in my head? No. It's your tampon.
I love the part at the end where like a slew of tampons wash over his face.
Very shitty CGI.
And say, "We are tampons." It's a great point in the trailer. It really hits home, you know.
Donovan?
I also like the part in the trailer where a slew of just middle-aged men in flannels washed over his face, and they said, "We are farmers."
I don't think we've ever recorded a loop zone. But there's my friends and I, we have the 3 of us and all the rest of our friend group, we have an idea of like when you're like you're feeling it, like you feel like you're drunk or high, but you're neither drunk nor high.
You're just hysterical.
You're hysterically loopy. That's the loop zone. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. I don't know if this is a good podcast, but I think it's fun. I'm having fun right now. Granted, I'm hysterical. We are farmers.
Oh, jeez. But yeah, so they could probably kill somebody.
Yeah.
Anyways, next question. Moving on. Let us do. I think it is now. What? I think it's Donovan. I think it's your turn.
I believe so.
Yes.
Can you pick me Reddit or Yahoo?
You just did Reddit, right?
I did.
Let's do Yahoo.
Let's do Yahoo.
Keep it
James, can I get the first name of this person?
Snuffer.
Snuffer. Donovan, last name.
Luffagus. It's hot, dude.
Yeah.
What is it again? Snuffer Luffagus?
Yep.
That's the one.
Snuffer Luffagus.
His cousin. You know.
Whose cousin?
Darl, was it?
Dolph.
Dolph.
Excuse you. It's Dolph.
Dolph.
He's from New Jersey.
Fuck you. Snuffer Luffagus writes, what is the difference between anorexia and balsamic?
Dude, fucking beats me, dude. Why is this question so serious?
Wait, okay. Don't make fun of me. I don't know what balsamic is.
I don't either.
I just thought of the, like balsamic vinegar, like the salad dressing.
I think that's what they're talking about.
Oh, okay.
There's a big difference. Fucking snuffer.
Yeah, I think I'll Google it for you just to make sure it's nothing else. But I'm fairly certain they're talking about the dressing, balsamic.
I don't like how snuffer sounds like a racial slur. I'm not comfortable saying it.
Fucking snuffer.
You fucking snuffer with your long noses and your hairy bodies.
And your long eyelashes. Get out of here, snuffer.
I'm uncomfortable.
Carrying around your vacuums. Making all this noise. Goddamn snuffer. I'm fucking... Balsamic. Yes, it's the vinaigrette. It's the salad dressing.
Oh, so not much. Not
What's
much
the
of a difference there.
Between anorexic and balsamic. Let me look up if anorexic is a dressing.
In his defense, balsamic does sound like a serious condition.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah, so what if you had the disease balsamic? What is wrong with you?
I think
What do you have?
You sweat vinegar, right?
Yeah. Like you're real
Jesus
salty.
Christ. You sweat vinegar. That's insane. Yeah, there's no dressing attached to anorexic.
Do you think he means...
The Hidden Valley new flavor anorexic.
Maybe.
Do you think instead of balsamic, he means like bulimia?
Maybe. That is probably what they mean. Do you know what bulimia is?
It's like a
What's the difference between anorexic and bulimic?
So, like, to be bulimic, you can also be anorexic, I believe. Bulimic is, like, when you, like, force yourself to throw up after every meal, I believe. Or, like, a couple meals. I don't know how.
When you eat.
Yeah, when you eat. And so then out of that, you can become anorexic. So it's kind of like a symptom or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds right. Now, what does that have to do with balsamic?
Or maybe balsamic is like when you eat like balsamic salad dressing and then throw it up immediately. Is that too dark?
Last week we talked about kids with cancer.
Oh, God.
More.
You can't digest balsamic, salad dressing.
Yes. So you should vomit it up.
Yes.
Therefore, becoming anorexic.
So they're the same.
It's,
Yeah, I would say so.
There's no difference. They're the same. We've done it here.
You've heard it here first. Science Journal. We've cracked the code.
Where is our Nobel Prize?
I'm just chuckling. Professional.
Professional.
I have to remind myself. I guess we'll just move on to the very last question, I guess. Right? Sure.
Yeah.
I'm the host. Fuck you.
You make the rules.
I make the rules here. Last question. We only have one, so can I get a first name from Donovan?
Let me think for 1 second. I got it. Wait.
Taking forever.
Smelson.
Smelson? James? Yes, you were saying?
Mandela. Smelson Mandela.
Oh, God.
Smelson Mandela writes, if I wear my socks in a public shower, am I saving myself from the funk on the floor, or is it a waste of time? Smelson Mandela.
Makes sense his name is Smelson. He's worried about the smells.
We're not worried about the smell. He's worried about the funk that comes from the floor of the public showers.
Which I'm not sure is a legitimate thing you should be afraid of.
Yeah.
Is a smelly floor that's not carpeted.
Mm-hmm.
I think what's worse is having wet socks smell.
I agree. I totally agree.
Slushing around? Nah, that's not for me.
No.
No. No.
To be fair, I think it saves you some time. You know, when you get out of the shower, you don't have to worry about putting new socks on.
Yeah, you do. I am not putting
Donovan,
shoes on over my wet
you just
socks.
slip your wet, freshly cleaned socks right into your shoes and go about your day. You know? I fully support Smelson Mandela and his endeavors.
Donovan, knowing you, that's something you would do in real life.
Have wet socks and then just
Knowing you,
live
so
with it.
so Donovan, I'm gonna call you out here right now.
That's fine.
One time you had wet jeans,
Oh, I remember this actually.
and because they're wet, you didn't want to like change or whatever, and they were drying, or you wanted to dry them, but they weren't entirely done yet. You like put sweatpants on and then put the jeans over top of it.
Yeah, because it was still raining. And I was like, why get 2 pairs of pants wet when I can just get 1 pair of pants wet?
So you'll like in this same circumstance, you'll like take the socks into the shower, get all soapy, take the socks off, let them dry for about 30 minutes, and then put dry socks on, and then put those on wet ones on top. And that's fine with you.
You know, I don't think the analogy translates. I don't think they're related at all. But if it was raining outside, maybe.
Really, if it was raining outside,
That's
if
the
I was-
cutoff point.
that's the caveat.
If I was walking through puddles, who knows? I'll try it after this. If you ever let me out of this room, Brian.
Fair enough. James, what do you think?
No, just
No.
flip flops maybe. I don't know.
Slides, as the kids call them. I'm 47.
Yeah, that sounds way less pleasant having wet socks than like I don't know getting a fungus on your feet. To be honest,
For people that do wear socks in the shower,
a small percentage I
when
want
do
to
you-
believe.
when do you clean your feet?
Oh, smells it.
Like, do you like leave the shower and then like fuck it, like go to the bathroom and wash it in the sink? Like I got like what? I don't understand. Or do you? All right, so you're in the shower with your socks on. You clean your upper body, everything but your feet, right?
Of course.
And then you take your right sock off, put it on your right hand, and then bend over. Take your left sock off,
Continue.
put it on your left hand. Now you're doing a handstand.
The water's still dripping and running off.
Yeah. And then your feet are free to be cleaned.
Yes.
And your hands don't touch any fungus. I think I figured it out, actually.
Or alternative pitch.
Yes.
After you get out of the shower, you wait till your body dries, and then you wash your feet so that at least one part of you is wet at all times.
Interesting.
Or option 3.
Option C, man C. You invite him over and moonwalk with wet socks.
Oh my.
Amazing.
That's the end of the show. There's no way we can go out better than that. Fuck, that's oh my god. You have to do pledge at all. You just have wet socks.
The solution to every problem.
I do eat fancy hot dogs. That's our show. Donovan, where can people find you? Or is there anything you would like to tell the world to go see?
I mean, you guys could find me in this recording studio. Locked in here.
Yes.
No clothes, no food. As for things I would like to advertise, as always, Pretty Wizard, Ryan and I's, and Kayla Jonathan's love child.
Yes.
Um,
We have sex for 4 hours straight.
yep.
hot,
and we record
sweaty
that.
box.
It's an audio medium. It's fantastic.
It's a really good show. We actually, by the time this episode airs, we're done recording.
Yes.
We are done recording the show.
Episode's still releasing.
Till, I believe, February of next year.
Wow.
Yeah, we're a little ahead of the game.
Long haul.
Yeah. And what's coming up is, I'm going to say it, God tier.
Yeah, I'll say it too. God tier.
No, I already said it.
Well, so did I.
Fine. James?
God tier?
Thank you.
Is that what you want?
James, do you have anything to promote or talk about, or where anyone can find you?
Well, I'm not on the medias.
Yes.
Flat Film, possibly going to be on the internet soon.
Somewhere.
Vimeo, YouTube, look it up. Flat Film documentary about flat earthers. Yeah.
If you probably Google flat film documentary James Robinson, those 5 keywords can probably get you there.
Yes. That is if it's on the internet. God willing, it's on the internet.
Flat willing. It'll be on the internet. Awesome. Then until next time, we'll see everyone later. Goodbye.
Round one in pod. Round one in pod.
I would like to thank Donovan Gura and James Robinson for coming on to this episode of Round Robin. Haven't been on at all this season, but finally we were able to get them on. Really coming down to the wire on that one. But I'm so glad we had them on because I thought that episode was hilarious. To say the least, it doesn't matter. Say the same thing. I thought it was hilarious no matter what. Artwork was created by Kayla Zuromski, and equipment was provided by Wild Stings Radio Studio at Stevenson University. You can follow the show on Twitter at Round Robin Pod, and as always, you can review the show on iTunes, leaving a little comment and 5 stars. As always, I am Ryan Neitzey, and thank you so much for listening to Round Robin. With not much spectacle, it's saddening to say that there will not be a next episode. In fact, this is the last episode of Round Robin. This is the finale episode of the series. That's a wrap. Clap, clap, clap. Of Round Robin. As the host of this flagship show, whatever that means, as the host of the show, it's been my pleasure to provide the most ridiculous answers to ridiculous questions out in the world, and getting a wide variety of people to answer them. It's been the point of the show, or the goal of the show, was to shine a light on that ridiculous sort of humor. No matter how vulgar, how vague, how improv, how no but yes and it is, bringing people on and having fun and talking about it, because it's something that I love doing every day, is saying ridiculous stuff with people, and I wanted this show to be a voice for that ridiculous, silly humor in the world. But we move on. I have now graduated, or by the time this comes out, I have a week, and then I graduate from school, and I will not have access to the Wild Stings Radio Studio at Stevenson University anymore, because I am graduate of this program. So I cannot continue. I mean, I don't know if the show will ever come back, or it'll come back in like a sort of different way. A whole new descendant of that show. I don't know right now. I can tell you that Round Robin Pod, is officially over, for at least for the foreseeable future. I would like to thank everyone that helped me out along the way. Of course, Kayla Zuromski for providing the artwork at the very beginning. I mean, besides that, everyone helped along the way. I mean, Red was the only one that kind of helped out. The show was completely a brainchild of mine, and I brought it from the ground up to doing. It was my first podcast, so I really wanted to get into that medium. So creating Round Robin was such a brainchild and baby of mine that I'm very happy that I was able to create something and then release it on a semi-regular basis. Only really needed the help of Red to make the artwork because I don't work at artwork. I mean, I'm barely good at music, and I was the one that made the music for the show, so that's a thing. But yeah, so I'd like to thank Red. I like to thank every single guest that's ever been on this program, large or small, funny or not funny. Every single one has been a joy bringing them onto the show and asking them ridiculous questions. It's been truly a pleasure of mine to be the host of the show. Where can you find me? You can find me on Twitter at Ryan Neitzey, RyanNeitzey, or on YouTube. I'm a filmmaker. I'll say I'm a filmmaker. I make films, so I'm a filmmaker. So you can go on YouTube and search up Ryan Neitzey, and you might be able to find it. We've advertised stuff before. But when this comes out, I have a new film coming out called An Arrow in Flight is Motionless, so be on the radar for that, possibly. Besides that, I mean, yeah. It's been truly an honor, truly been a pleasure to be on the show and create this show, and it's sad that it's over because by the time this comes out, it's like everything I've been doing in college, round robin will be over. Pretty Wizard has finished recording. There's still a lot of editing and stuff to do, and that show's going out forever. Also, listen to Pretty Wizard podcast. Go to iTunes today, Sci-Fi D&D podcast. Listen to that. Yeah, so by the time this episode comes out, round robin would be over. Pretty Wizard's done recording. Senior project, Arrow and Flight is Motionless, will be done. All that's left for me is graduate college, and then I do stuff. I don't know. I have plans in my head, but I guess follow me on Twitter at Ryan Neitzey to keep track of that. I'm not great of ending things with my words in like this intimate setting, talking to myself to a microphone. I could have easily just like released it and that's it, but I felt like it was necessary to ramble, I guess. Yeah. I hope that as an audience member, you enjoyed this program. I hope you enjoyed Round Robin. And I guess I've been your host, Ryan Neitzey. I will see you around. I'm sure you'll hear my voice again at some point, sweet listener. But as always, I'm Ryan Neitzey. Thank you so much for listening to Round Robin. And as always, stay smartish.